What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to talk about news for October and going into November for Amazon FBA. So if you feel like you're always getting left behind, you feel like you don't have enough time to keep up with all the Amazon news, this video is to catch you all up, to know what's going on in the Amazon sphere. So if you guys want to stay up to date, know what's going on the regular, that way you don't have to do all the searching and all the time consuming kind of digging yourself. Make sure you subscribe to this video. That way you get up to date month by month news when it comes to Amazon FBA. Hopping on into it. So we got Amazon news updates October 2023. So I'm going to talk about things here on our blog. Just so you know, we do have a full blog here. It's on CameronJames.com. Feel free to use that here in the resources section, as well as we have a bunch of other stuff on there to keep you guys updated. Otherwise, let's start with a few things off this blog, then we'll go over into it. So the first piece of news here, I thought this one was just kind of funny, so I wanted to share it. So Amazon Marketplace sellers fined nearly $795,000 for price fixing in East Tennessee District Court. So what happened here, to kind of give you the lowdown, which I think is just, I can't believe people are this stupid, but 5 sellers here, they went ahead and just kind of colluded with each other and said, hey, let's keep our DVDs and Blu-ray disc, which I didn't know even sold these days. Let's keep our prices really high. That way we kind of own the market. No one will go below this price, which is price fixing and a federal crime. So these people are looking at prison time as well as big fines here, 18 months of incarceration, fine $38,000. We got $156,000, $125,000, $61,000 in criminal fines here. So companies Michelle, DVD Funhouse, MGR Prime, Prime Brooklyn, were all essentially colluding to keep their prices higher and turn a bigger profit. So Amazon will not allow this. Essentially, they will go after you. So obviously us all talking here, we're probably not going to be ever in this situation, but just be concerned. If there's anything that seems greedy, fishy, just make sure you kind of do your research and don't get yourself in trouble there. It's not worth it. Next, we have some coupon news. So if you go into Seller Central, go to advertising, there's a coupon section, which we've all seen on Amazon. If you see this little click button, save 10%, save 5%, save $5, that's what this is. Now, Amazon keeps kind of redoing this and making it better and better. And we see targeting here for reordering customers. Okay, so before you used to set a coupon for everybody, first-time customers, but now we can actually set for reordered customers. Okay, so say we give someone a 10% off discount. Well, now after that 10% discount, they can get a 5% discount or whatever you think is best. So we can actually have more flexibility in giving our customers, more incentive to check out, right? So if they reorder, they get a 5% off discount to reorder. Well, the more they reorder, the more likely they'll reorder in the future. Okay, so this is kind of cool to make sure that you're giving customers to come back incentives. So I think this is cool because we're just going to get more and more features like this to control the advertising, control essentially what we're doing on the Amazon side of things. That way we can increase our brand, increase our customer list on Amazon that are coming back and back again and again. Next, we have Amazon and Anthropic announced collaboration to advance generative AI. This one's a little boring, but essentially Amazon invested about $400 million into this company for AI. Now their AWS, which is their cloud software, will probably get the brunt of this, but this should trickle down to Amazon in general. This should be of no surprise that Amazon is investing in AI, which every big company is. Okay, so let's talk about Amazon Accelerate takeaways. So about a month after the conference here, let's talk about some of the big things announced. First one here being supply chain by Amazon announced. So they've been trying more and more lately to kind of control the sellers' freight forwarding and logistics services, everything like that. So they're going more and more into this, whether that's to compete with other freight forwarding companies, whether that's to have more control over the seller. I'm not sure. I'm going to stay away from this for a while, just from the fact of I like being in control of my own freight supply. But this is something over time, Amazon's a huge company where they might be able to get us certain discounts we might not get otherwise because they, again, control the whole market. That's how it works with FBA fees, right? Say your Amazon FBA fee is $6 to ship to your customer from Amazon. Well, to ship that to your customer from your home might be $15, $12. It's much more expensive. That's what we see when there's a massive company that has buying power. We usually see prices decline and you get a bigger discount. So we'll just keep an eye on this and see what kind of happens with the future. Next, we have new and improved tools for sellers and shoppers. So this first one here is View in Your Room. It's an improved feature used to augmented reality to let shoppers view how certain items will look in their actual living spaces. They actually have this already, but I'm guessing this is just an improvement or going to be more available for more products. But essentially you can get on your app and just have a video in your room and that item will appear, a couch in that corner. You can see how that looks. Next, we have Fits Insights tool. So if you're selling, shoes, clothing, things that have sizing essentially. Amazon will use AI to analyze product reviews, size charts, customer feedback to suggest changes to your fitting chart essentially. So customers can have a better experience saying, this one fits these types of people, this one fits this people, or it runs a little small. We see this at some level, but this is just going to get better and better with AI. And I've seen it which kind of scared me, but I've seen it on my Amazon shoppers account where it just straight up told me that for this product, you should wear a size 12 and a half. I was like, what? How do you know that I'm a 12 and a half, right? Because they're probably taking data on me. They probably know like, okay, he got a 12 in this shoe. He had a positive review. This one runs a little small, so let's get him a 12 and a half. I'm not sure how it works. Hopefully over time I'll understand more and more, but it's going to get more creepy and more creepy with all the data they have on us and just trying to make things better and better. It's good and bad, right? The future is tremendously scary and confusing, but the future is also going to have some really cool stuff. And we're kind of hitting that threshold point where we're going to start to see that come down to our shopping experience on Amazon, everything like that. Buyer abuse program. So it's just an audit system to identify fake and fraudulent reviews, which they already do. So if they suspect fake reviews, they'll hold them, which they already do, but they're saying AI is going to get better at this and just cut down the time when it comes to fake reviews, as well as not holding reviews too long as well. Next, Federal Trade Commission sues Amazon for being a monopoly. You guys have probably heard about this. This happened about a month ago. To me, this is kind of a neutral win, in my opinion. Not to get too deep into it, but essentially FTC is saying that it's essentially holding a monopoly against private label sellers, for us, and kind of artificially inflating prices. If they lose this lawsuit, one of the things here, prices and creates unfair competition across Amazon and e-commerce platforms. To me, that means that they're going to have to do something to essentially benefit us private label sellers. So to me, this is a neutral win. I'm not thinking about it too much. I'm not losing sleep over it. We have other things to focus on. Let's focus on ourselves. Let's focus on our products, making them better, getting things on there, increasing sales, increasing profits, growing our brand. And then whatever happens, and we have no control over this. Next, increased fulfillment fees begin October 15th and end January 24th. I talked about this last time, but essentially every Q4, they increase prices. So make sure you know what's going on there. We have some links in here for you guys too. Prime Day to take place October 10th and 11th. That just happened. Obviously, it was a big success for Amazon. Next big holiday, guys, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So make sure it might be too late. They have deadlines that I know are passed, but sometimes they extend them. If you go to your deals, there might be a checkbox that says Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Just go check it out. Maybe they're there, but there's obviously tons of other things you could do to prep for that. One being get your inventory in, right? If you're big in Q4, about to expand in Q4 here, this is the time. This is pretty much the cutoff right now when I'm talking to send your inventory in to be prepping for Black Friday and Q4. So if you have inventory to put in, make sure you're getting that in, okay? Because everything slows down during this time because there's a huge increase of products coming into Amazon's fulfillment centers, okay? Next is South America, the new China. So with the trade war going on with China and the US, of course, prices rising in China as well over the years. It's not, we've done this forever. Back in like the 60s, we sourced stuff from Japan. Then Japan caught up, their middle class grew, the yen increased in value, then all of a sudden, it wasn't profitable for US companies to source in Japan. Then guess where they went? South Korea, Vietnam, Taiwan, and then eventually China. Okay, so this is a pretty normal thing the US is going through since, after World War II. After that, my manufacturing history is a little fuzzy until after the 1940s, 1950s. But there's no surprise here if there's tensions between the US and China and the prices are increasing in China that we're going to look elsewhere. So Mexico has officially overtaken China as the US top trade partner as well. Why I bring up South America here is because Brazil is growing like crazy. There's places in Central and South America that are growing like crazy. Now, this isn't a one-stop shop like China is, but we're starting to see this shift happen. And when there's money to be had, especially US dollars, these countries change pretty quick to provide those goods and services to us. So this is something that I'm keeping an eye on, my whole team's keeping an eye on, and that you should keep an eye on over time. Just like any business, things change quickly in this world we live digitally. So things are going to change fast. You got to stay up to date. Hopefully this video helps, and these videos continue to help kind of keep you up to date on everything going on, because there is a lot. Cool thing here is things will get easier. As we see ZipFox here, it's a California-based website that is, essentially trying to be the Alibaba for Mexico, Central, and South America. So give it a shot. Again, it's not going to be as robust as Alibaba. Alibaba was something special and unique, hard to replicate, especially because China has everything to offer when it comes to manufacturing. Other than that, guys, that's it. This is on my website if you guys want to check this out. Again, we'll stay up to date. We have tons of blogs here as well. As far as getting help, if you want to get mentorship, if you want to talk to me real time, have coaches, walk you through all the nitty gritty here. If you're overwhelmed with all this stuff, can't find a product, all that good stuff, obviously no pressure, but you can book a call down with us down below if it's something you might be looking for. Link down below. All right, guys, that's it. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.